day 3. Today is Monday, December the 3rd, and as you can see, I'm in the car. I am on my way to my mom's house because we have a lot of things to do for Jade's birthday party this Saturday. I'm picking up some tables and some chairs, and then I also have to go to church because we are baptizing Jade, not this Saturday. Unfortunately, we had like a bunch of issues, so she's probably not gonna get baptized until late January or February, which is totally fine. So yeah, so you guys are gonna get to see my mom. My mom is very funny and shy at the same time, so we'll see how she acts. It takes her like a little bit to like warm up to the camera. If you watch some of my other vlogs, my Mexico vlogs, she was in those and she's funny. But yeah, it's just me and Jade today. Jeff is at the house. He is working nights this week, well last week and this week he's been working nights. So he's taking a nap and, you know, getting ready for work because he leaves at 4 and he doesn't come back until like 2 a.m. Sometimes he gets off early and he gets home at midnight, but sometimes he has to stay till he has to stay, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's vlog. I got a lot of comments saying that it was really funny. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. What else? I don't know what else to say. I'm just on my way. I have my big ass camera like on my dash, and people are driving next to me, they can't see it, and this guy was just driving next to me and he was like I need to get, so I have like a little camera, which is usually what I use for vlogs. It's my little Sony mirrorless, I think it's like the A500 or the I don't know, something. And that's what I was going to use for Vlogmas, but the way that one works, so my Canon is really easy for me to transport like the clips from my camera to my phone through an app. And the Sony one has an app, but for some reason I can't figure that one out. So I really need to figure that one out so I can use that one because it's smaller and easier. But for now, we're using this huge DSLR camera and I have to carry it everywhere. Of course, sometimes I just use my phone because it's easier, but for filming like this right now, I need to make sure that I'm in the frame and stuff, and obviously when I have my phone, I can't do that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess I will get back on here when I get to my mama's house, because for now, I'm just driving for 45 minutes. I live 45 minutes from my mom. My mom lives in Dallas. I live in Fort Worth, like the edge of Fort Worth, so it's quite the trip, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. Today I have kind of like the same look I had on yesterday, except sorry, there's a police. Sorry, I had like to end the clip because there was like it's not a cop, but he has lights on, and I was like, what is he doing? And it's like a truck, so I was just like, let me just shut it off, just in case. Pretty sure this is like against the law. I don't know, honestly, I don't know, but what was I saying? Oh, my look. Yeah, so I have my hair the same, my makeup is the same, except my lipstick. I have a pinkish nudish lip on today, which is very weird because I never wear a pinkish nudish lip. But I have the MAC lip liner in Boldly Bare. And then on top of that, I have the NYX matte little lippies in the shade Stockholm. So yeah. Alright, you guys, I will see you there. So I'm at my aunt's house waiting on my mom and my grandma to get here. My mom had to take my grandparents to the doctor, and I already went to the church, so I'm just waiting here for my mom and my aunt, but JD is asleep, so I'm just waiting. I got my Starbucks. I got a grande iced coffee with sugar-free vanilla and heavy cream. Gotta keep it keto. I don't want to finish it because I want to get a cute pic for the gram. Oh, hope that was like not like loud, otherwise I'm gonna get copyright for that. It's so annoying, you guys. I hate this whole copyright thing. I can't have any music playing. But anyway, oh my gosh, Jade is snoring. Yes, I'm just waiting for my mom. I have so many things to do still, you guys. I feel like I'm just gonna be like all over the place. Uh-oh, I'm scratching and I have hairspray and it's gonna like make it all weird. Anyway, so I'm like looking around the neighborhood and they have this like a good place where oh shit. They have a good place where I can take a picture for the gram. Anyway, so what should we talk about? What should we talk about right now? Oh, let's talk about Jade's baptism. So we just signed her up. She's gonna get baptized February 16th at noon. Her padrinos are my brother and my sister-in-law. Because I mean, honestly, I always think that you should keep it in the family, because like your friends that are your friends right now in 20 years might not be your friends anymore, you know, and family will always be family. And I just have like I only have one brother, so like of course he had to be one of them, you know, because like for me, I'm baptized by one of my dad's friends. They were like best friends for years, so him and his sister or aunt, I don't know, I'm not too sure, I think they're sisters, baptized me. And where he at, I don't know, you know. And like my brother was baptized by my aunt and my uncle, and I mean he gets to have his godparents, you know. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it in the family. It's like the safest thing to do. But yeah, I don't think we're having like a party or anything. Originally we wanted it to combine it with like her first birthday, but they don't baptize in December, I guess, because of the whole Christmas thing at this church. So we just did it in February, and that's okay. We won't have like a party or anything. It'll just be like, my mom wants to have her like a little cena, which I was like, yeah, that's fine. But that's about it. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my mom and my grandma. I came to pick up Jade's little birthday outfit. My grandma is like she sews and stuff, so she made her dress as well as the little shirt that she's wearing in her first birthday pictures. Excuse me, my grandma did that too. But I hope I'm like in the frame. I feel like my other camera is like way better at filming. Like I feel like the image is way more crispy than this camera. This camera kind of like loses focus sometimes. But my cousin is here, but I can't go inside because Jade's asleep. I don't want to leave her in the car by herself. Yeah, it was crazy, you guys, because so the church that we're baptizing her at is the church that my parents go to. My parents go to church in North Dallas. I said that weird. In North Dallas, and my parents live in East Dallas. They live over by White Rock Lake. So if you're familiar with the area, then you know that there's like a good distance. my parents are very weird. Like, they have to go to a church that they enjoy going to. Like, they have to like the padre, so they're willing to drive if they like the padre, you know. And well, we used to live in North Dallas. We used to live off of Harry Hines, and I don't know if you can tell, but I was actually crying earlier because I just started thinking about how crazy it is that we used to live over there. And you guys, I never talk about this because it makes me very emotional, clearly. But it has made me the person that I am. So let me tell you a little bit of the story of my family. So you guys know my parents, just like I know a lot of you guys can relate, but my parents came over here from Mexico when my brother was small. So illegally, of course, they came over here. And my dad came and went before my mom ever did. My dad was actually, like, he was able to get his, I guess, permit, like his residency, I don't know, the green card, during the amnesty time. And so he got that. But then my mom and my brother was born in Mexico, so my mom and my brother did not have anything, right? So they came over here when my brother was very small, and they lived in Plano. And I'm gonna try really, really hard not to cry because I don't want to make it like a sad vlog. They came over here, and it's fun, like, it's crazy because, like, you know, my mom lives over here, but she's very, like, naive to a lot of things. When my parents and my brother lived over here and I was a baby, my parents were very, very, very poor, I guess you could say, poor. They didn't have very much, and I don't know if they still do this in the schools, but they did when I was younger. And you know how some schools have, like, special programs to help, like, certain kids that go to that school that are in need. My brother was actually part of that program. And, like, when my mom talked about these gifts that they would give my brother, like, she would say that, like, que lo querían mucho y que por eso le daban los regalos. And now that I know that that's not the case, you know. They gave my brother these things because he was a child in need. And so she talks about them giving him a bike one year, and then a Christmas tree another year. And I don't want to cry because my mom's gonna get here and she's gonna be like, why are you crying? And yeah, so they lived in Plano, and then, you know, my dad was working and my mom was not because I was a baby, and she had to take care of me and my brother. And then they got to a point, I guess, where they just weren't making it anymore, and they literally had to just get up and leave one day. Like, they left everything behind and they went back to Mexico because they weren't, like, making it. And so we lived in Mexico when I was, like, baby, because I still use diapers, because my mom says that whenever they moved back to Mexico, I was, like, allergic to, like, all the diapers over there. So my dad, who was the only one that had a green card and could come back and forth, had to take trips back and forth across the border to buy me diapers. My mom says that he would come with the trunk full of diapers for me because I was allergic to I was bougie, apparently. But yeah, so I guess they eventually made their way back, and we lived in an apartment for, like, sorry guys, I don't know when it cut off, but yeah, so we lived in an apartment for a long time. It was a 1-bedroom apartment over in, like, the North Dallas area, like off of Harry Hines, and all my family used to live there. And I thought it was, like, the coolest thing because, like, all my aunts, all my uncles, all my cousins, we all lived in the same complex. And so we lived there for, like, ever. So I started first grade in my new school. So all that time in between us leaving back to Mexico and coming back into first to the summer before first grade, we lived in the apartments, and it was a 1-bedroom apartment. It was 4 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment. My parents, of course, had the room, and then my dad, he was always worked like in construction his whole life, so my dad made me like a small little room, like literally like only like a small little, the twin size bed, or the smallest one, I don't know what size it was, but that's all that fit in there. But he gave me like my privacy. He used like a mirror and like a curtain, and that was my room. And then my brother didn't have a room. He actually slept in the living room on the couch. So we lived like that for a long time until my dad, I guess, saved up for a house, which is the house that my parents still live in. Of course, at the time it was like the ugly house. Like my dad had to do a lot of remodeling. I remember like going on the weekends as a family to go work on this house. There's a lot of things that are like embedded in my memory. I remember like there was a carnival that was literally down the street from my house back in the day, and during lunchtime, like we would be working doing stuff, and then like it was lunchtime, so it was time to eat, and me and my mom would walk over to the carnival, buy like bread, jamon, salchicha, and we would sit on the steps that lead down to the backyard of my house, and just eat a sandwich. And I remember that vividly, like it was yesterday. So then eventually, you know, the house got into like living conditions, and we moved in, and then I started first grade at my new neighborhood, at my new school. And it's so crazy, you guys, because like my dad, like my mom and my dad came from nothing, especially my dad. My dad actually like literally lived on the streets because like he didn't have anywhere to go. And like to see how far he's gotten, like it's crazy. Like, so my mom, a lot of these things, like I was so little that I didn't understand. And so my mom says that like they didn't have any money. There was this one year specifically for Christmas. I was little, so I didn't know what Christmas was. But my brother, you know, he's older than me, and he did. And my mom says that it was the year like that Ninja Turtles came out, and that he like wanted a Ninja Turtle, but we didn't have any money. So my dad somehow ended up like making a certain, like, I don't know, I guess he sold something of his and ended up getting some cash, and he went to 7-Eleven. He went to 7-Eleven. You know how 7-Eleven has those like little cheap toys. Well, nowadays they have like teeny babies. Back in the day they just had like cheap toys, and they happened to have a Ninja Turtle, a stuffed Ninja Turtle, and he bought that for my brother on Christmas Eve because that's what my brother wanted for Christmas. And it's just crazy, you guys. It's so crazy. And just going to that neighborhood, that's where the church is. It's just, it like brings me so many memories, and it's just like sometimes we forget where we come from, and we take a lot of things for granted. When I used to live in the apartments, I was little, and you know, if you've ever lived in the apartments, you know that you have to like take your trash to like this big dump. So me and my mom went to go throw away the trash, and when I was little, I mean, I didn't really have any toys. If I had toys, they were like from the dollar store. And I guess like we went to go throw away the trash, and I saw this doll. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Urkel. It's like a character in a TV show, and he's like, it's un morenito, and he has like glasses and suspenders and stuff. Well, apparently there was this Urkel doll, and he was like made out of like squishy except for his head and his hands and his feet, and he was almost like a Woody doll. Like he had this string in the back that you would pull. Well, I guess I saw it, and you know, I was little, and to me I was like, ooh, like a Barbie. And so my mom obviously didn't want me to have a toy that was in the trash, but I guess she felt like sorry for me, and because I wanted it. And so she picked it up and she washed it for me, and she gave it to me. And you guys, this doll was my doll for like a long time. My mom says that I would take that thing everywhere with me. And I remember when I first started dating Jeff, I told him the story. And at the I didn't have the doll anymore. When I get home, I'm gonna show it to you guys because I have one, and let me tell you how I have it. So I told Jeff the story, right? You guys know what Jeff did. Jeff looked for this doll on, I think he said he found it on eBay, and he gifted it to me. And I was just like, wow. Like, that was my doll. It's so ugly. It's so ugly, but that was like my toy. And it just makes me very emotional because I guess that's why I'm very attached to my things. Because it's like, at one point I didn't have anything, and you know, and I actually I like to say that I didn't have it as bad as my brother did because I was really young and I didn't understand. But he did, you know, he was a little older. So he had it a little worse than me, but it's crazy to think like how far my dad has come. And like my dad, like, I'm not trying to like sound like I'm, you know, bragging or anything, but my dad has his own business now. And he has a lot of houses now. Like, he has like 15 or 20 rent houses here and some in Mexico. So it's so crazy how our parents, like, they had it so hard, yet, you know, they're just so strong. Because I can't imagine now, like now that I'm a parent, like, I can't imagine having my, you know, Jade and not being able to give her something for Christmas, you know? So just a little history on me and my family and where I come from. But I mean, I use my dad as an example all the time, that I mean, if you try hard and you show hard work, you know, your dreams will come true. You just gotta keep on going, you know? But yeah, that's a little story time. And I'm not telling you guys this so you guys feel sorry for me or anything like that. Of course not. I'm just like, I'm just telling you guys, I mean, so you guys can get to know me more a little bit since I have time. And it reminded me today because I was down there. And yeah. But I want to look like I was crying because I don't want to freak my mom out. I mean, I cry a lot. Like, I'm a crier. Like, anytime I feel stressed or whatever, like, I sometimes feel like I need to cry. Like, I need to just let it out. You know? I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but anyway, I guess I'll pick up this vlog back up once my mom gets here. This shouldn't be too far away, and Jade is still asleep, so we'll be right back.
Bisabuelo. Mira cómo lo ve.
¿Quién es Jade?
¿Quién es, Jay?
¿Quién es?
Tu abuelo. Ande, papá. Mira el otro. Celoso. Nomás oye que está acá. Por darle a besarlo allá. Dile, me. Y empieza ya.
Se enoja el perro que esté afuera, oye.
Dile, me.
Y a veces le hago así.
La casa ajena, vuélvete ciego. Cuando salgas de ahí, vuélvete mudo. No busques defectos, respeta a quien te confió.
Ay, los lentes se ven.
Vivemos. No friegues. Y están chuecos.
¿De quién son?
Pues
¿Son
yo
tuyos?
No sé, no, ahí estaban.
JD.
Quien te confió y demuestra.
JD, ¿qué estás haciendo con el papel de baño?
Jairi, ¿qué estás haciendo, Jairi?
Uy.
¿Qué estás haciendo, Jairi?
El tiradero que le hace a su abuela. Mira nomás. Chufi. Chufi. Alright guys, so we're back home from my mom's house. I'm sorry I didn't vlog very much at my mom's house. You guys know I went to my aunt's house. Espérate, mami. I need to put your jammies on. And we're just all there, and there was really no opportunity. And then when I went back home, turtleneck problems. When we went back to my mom's house, my mom is actually remodeling her entire house. So the whole house is like a complete mess. Like we can only be upstairs in my dad's office or in my mom's room, and it's very like clustered in there because she has all her stuff in there. So it was kind of hard. If we would have been out and about, I would have been able to record some more, but we weren't. I just went over there to get some tables for Jade's birthday, for your birthday party. And yeah, so I didn't get to record much. So this vlog isn't very interesting, but I know it. Jade's not taking a bath today because it's kind of late already, and she's just trying to be cozy. So I don't want to. She was asleep in the car. I don't want to disturb her. Yeah. See, I just want to be cozy and warm. Cozy and warm. You guys can't see her. Ready? Que chula. Look at her pajamas. Her grandma gave her these whiskey in the back. These little Christmas Santa slippers. They're so cute. She has a little reindeer. Oh, her pajamas. Siéntate. Vente, siéntate. Whoop. But yeah, you guys, so I'm just going to play with her a little bit so she gets sleepy again, and then I'm going to cut up some meat for Jade's party on Saturday, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Right? Thank you guys so much for watching day 3 of today's vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and start sharing it with your friends too. The more the merrier. Jeff wasn't part of this vlog. It's just JD and I. I'm gonna try to get him to like record at work, and maybe we can include some like some Jeff clips. That would be fun, huh? Look at me in the background. Hey. Hey. JD. But diles bye-bye. Diles bye-bye. Bye. Say see you tomorrow for Vlogmas day 4. Ow. Oh, okay. We're having that kind of party. Bye. Diles bye. There's Remy. Remy's smelling my parents' dog, Choofy, on me. ¿Qué está haciendo Remy? Alright, guys. Have a very good Monday night. I almost said... Oh! I almost said Tuesday as I get head-butted by my little one. What are you trying to do, girl? Enséñale los dientes. Cheese. Say cheese. Bye, you guys. See y'all mañana. JD, diles bye-bye for real this time. She's too busy with her. Diles bye-bye.